So last time, we covered Monster Hunter Felyne Night, which is the prequel to the game we're playing today, and today, we're covering Portable Third, which is the sequel of Felyne Night. Congratulations, you now have more knowledge. What's up everyone, my name is Bytrix, Twitch streamer, guitar shredder, and wielder of bone sticks with meaty tips. If you enjoy these type of videos, then consider supporting me on Twitch or Patreon like these super awesome people listed here, as it would help me and help keep the content going. All links in the description below. So Monster Hunter Portable Third, I would definitely say that this game is probably the second most played Monster Hunter game behind World that is. However, it has been a while since we last played it, so we're doing a retrospective on it today, except not really. You see, I haven't played the Nintendo Monster Hunter games, and during that time, I pretty much just kept replaying this one and then later on Felyne Night, so I will be, in a sense, saving the energy on either Try or 3 Ultimate for future content, as well as the other ones. And if you're wondering what we're doing in Portable Third, you see, I used to have a modified cheat code that affects the size of the monsters, and last time I did this on an event quest for one of the monsters, and, well, let the video do the talking.
And I also activated a cheat code that would basically make him even bigger than that. And as you can see, he is really big right there. He is so damn big. I don't think I can beat this guy because my weapon is so slow. And look at my character, it's like over there.
However, I won't just be copying and pasting that into this video because we are doing a spin the wheel. You see, we have 8 different sizes, and whenever we're doing a monster quest, we will then spin this wheel to see which size the main monster will be. So for this particular video, we will find out if bigger is better. Grow up. As per tradition, we will be aiming to beat the flagship monster of this game, and it is none other than the Sparky Doggy Dog itself, the Zinogre. Now before we continue, I'd like to mention that in the first few fights will be from the stream. That's because the video footage of the game got corrupted. As usual, we use our usual hunter name and started the game on a steamy hot bath with some award-winning voice acting. We then went outside, got an intro to the village, and like the previous videos, by the way link below, we got NPCs that provide us a village quest, the NPC that lets us hire feline friends. However, this time there are no feline chefs, so unfortunately, we won't have the feline kitchen. So how do we get food buffs? Well, you don't. And instead, you sit in the hot springs. And in order to get the hot springs to apply buff, you'd have to talk to this NPC that gives you quests that rewards you the upgrades for the hot spring buffs. However, for this video, we're not doing them because I'm stubborn. We got the NPCs that sell some items, as well as the wandering merchant that sells more items, and blacksmiths that sell basic pre-made gear, crafts your gear, and even one that crafts gear for your feline comrades. Other than that, we also have the guy that upgrades your farm, and the Poogie, because why not? So make sure you pet your little cutie Poogie, okay? We then went into the farm because we can and get it to work straight away, because why not? We also got a trainer which would teach you how to play the game, but we don't need it. I then did the first quest, which has us grab some mushrooms, and once I got back, I didn't realize that I could hire 2 feline comrades. You see, unlike the previous games, this one allows you to hire up to 2 palicos to bring with you during quests, which can be a little overpowering because they learn skills relatively quickly and you can give them the abilities to even set up traps, heal, and more quite early on. Oh, and I named them Jet and Chat. Now you're probably wondering why I usually name my Palico Jet. That's because when I played Felyne Night back in 2015, I hired felines, and since they're randomly named, the one I got is a black and white cat with the name Jet. And he was the best ever comrade I've got because usually your felines tend to throw bombs in the most, well, annoying ways. But for Jet, he doesn't really throw as much bombs and he usually attacks and actually had the best RNG. He was getting monster kills, luring the monsters to him and basically carrying me. So since then, whenever possible, I always name my cat Jet. And why name the second Palico Chat? because
You see, I'm a loving streamer. I love you guys so much that I would yell at you for throwing a bomb at me. You know, it's like, why'd you throw a bomb at me? You know, just like that. Feels just like home. Most mentally sane Moss Hunter player.
oh, and you can carry Poogie! And you can have your cats ride him! Best game ever. We then proceed with the village quest, with one of them having us beat a few Volfangos, then one that has us beat a few Raptors, and one that has us grab a few Royal Honey, which was easy. However...
Alright, this is not as bad as Rathalos, I gotta be honest. But it's still terrifying. Oh no. Oh! He sends your presses, but he doesn't see us. Oh, come on, man. I just got here. Oh, you did not see us. You did not see us. All right, chat. All right, Jet. Distract him. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait. How many honey do we have? Oh, we have 9. Okay, we can get out. All right, chat. Jet, let's go. Quest become royal honey. All right, there we go. Yeah, I think that's what we learned so far. Because normally they give out regular honey.
We then got back to the village, and now the quest giver informs us that we'll now have to hunt the same monster. So what size will this monster be? I don't know. Let's spin and find out.
We're gonna get... Oh no. What the hell is that gonna look like? 35%. It affects the cutscene too, chat! Oh no! It affects the cutscene! It's not even showing the... What the hell is it? It's... You can't even see... It's like a toy! It's like a toy! 25%! We spin the wheel!
Now, despite the small stature, this monster does have some moves. It can rush toward you, it can do fury swipes up to 5 times, and even pin you down.
What is he even trying to do? I can't!
What's even funny is the fact that the monster, being this small, made it so the cats have no target. And after wailing and laughing for about 5 minutes, I then trapped and captured the monster.
Yes! But I can't! It's too small, I can't tranquilize it! I can't tranquilize it!
Never mind, since I couldn't hit it with my tranquilizing bombs, I ended up just killing it instead.
Oh, it's dead now, okay.
After that, we then did a quest that has us beat 10 poison raptors and another that has us beat 5 water lizards. And then, we were tasked to fight a large raptor.
No way. Oh my... Okay, 300 is not too bad, I think. Oh my god! Oh my god, it's so fucking bad! The camera can't even find its face! Oh my god, that's you! We're fighting Angela at home!
Like literally. And it was actually challenging, because I found it to be difficult to hit, and when it does its sideways tackles, the area of effect is almost as bad as Plesiod's. However, I was still able to get some damage in, and in the end, captured it.
We're done. We're done here. Look how huge this thing is.
You see, whenever you're hunting a monster, you can either just outright kill them or capture them, and to do so, you'd have to lay down a trap, whether it's a shock or pitfall trap, when it is limping or left with very little HP, then use a tranq bomb to tranquilize them. And what are the differences between the two ways? Honestly, I don't even know. It just feels like one is faster, albeit costing some resources. We then returned to the village, kept some things, fixed my farm, and then accepted a quest that has us fight our good old porky friend, the Bulldrome. And its size will be 25%. Okay, like how is this going to work? Bulldromes are literally one of the smallest large creatures in Monster Hunter, but we'll just have to see the intro cutscene and find out.
That's a buffet. That's a lot. Welcome. It was running so fast that the cutscene can't handle it. I can't even see. I can't even paintball it. Mosquito board. Look at it go. Look at it go. Yeah, go. Come on. The menacing zoom. I wasn't even aware. Gotta get lost if you don't paintball. Yeah, I know, right? Jet and Chat are not even trying to attack it because it's too small to consider as a large monster.
Okay, this was hilarious. I was laughing my ass off, heck, even to the point where my midsection was cramping up. Anyways, we then beat this monster, and then this happened.
Oh! What the heck? A new monster is around the area. Go and study this unique monster. What is it? Alright, let's wait. Okay, first of all, where the hell is it? Okay, let's carve it real quick.
We then walked around, tried to find, and once we got to area 5, this happened.
Yo! It applies to Zinogre! It actually does apply to Zinogre! A dangerous monster! Yeah, sure, buddy. A dangerous monster. Yeah, sure. Alright, where is it? Oh, it's there. It's a puppy! It's like a minion in World of Warcraft. Oh shit, oh, we can't do damage. What's it? No, runs on a 12-volt battery.
Apparently, the cheat code still applied. However, I did try to attack the monster, but since my attacks are mostly deflecting, I just went back and completed the quest, which was the smart thing to do. And after all of that, I then accepted the quest that has us fight a Kurupeko, and it is going to be at 50% size.
The camera's so awkward. How big is it to the... Okay. It's about as big as, like... Yeah, it's about the same size as me. Alright, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Oh no, it's summoning someone. You bastard! We just met! Jesus, before you call in for a threesome, buy me dinner first.
And this bird is quite the nasty one, as it almost never fights alone. Why? Because it is basically a giant parrot, and what it means is that it mimics the roars of other large monsters in the area and uses that roar to call said large monster. In addition to all that, it does have some pretty dangerous moves, especially for early game, as it has this spit ability that grants defense down, making you take more damage, and the hop boom clap, where it hops toward you while causing a fire explosion. And it was actually tough because with it being small, I tend to hit the monster's hard body parts to the point where my weapon was deflecting. Grow up. And I even caught it once.
Oh god. Ah, Jesus Christ, man. What? I might caught. The moment I said I knew it was gonna happen.
And after running out of healing items, sharpening tools, and so on, while being chased by a large raptor for 30 minutes, I finally beat the monster.
Alright, one more stab, boom, let's go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go.
We didn't check to see what we're gonna fight next, and it is going to be the Great Roggy, which is the poisonous large raptor, and it will be at 50% size. Okay, which one is the boss? Like, for real, which one is the boss? Nope, not that one. Oh crap, I got poisoned. Okay, let's use an antidote. Alright, I'm cured. Is this the one? God damn it, it's too short. Oh, it's this one, which is barely darker than the rest. And this fight was kinda rough, especially when there's multiple smaller raptors spamming the poison spit. And due to recklessness, I caught it. Once. But after wailing at this monster for about 15 minutes, I was able to beat it. Which reminds me, as you may see, I'm currently not using the hammer, and instead I'm using this thing called the switch axe, which was introduced during the 3rd generation games. It's a cool weapon where it has 2 modes. One is called the axe mode and the sword mode. The axe mode, which is better for wide range melee attacks while also having a decent amount of reach, and the sword mode, which despite its shorter range, usually does more damage, and you can also do the elemental discharge attack, or as I like to call it, the stabby stabby boom boom. However, do keep in mind that you can't stay in sword mode forever, as it consumes the files, or as I like to call it, the sword juice. So to get the sword juice, stay out of sword mode and attack in axe mode, and if the bar is behind the line in the middle, then pressing the switch from axe to sword mode has you reload some of the sword juice back. Alright, let's get ready for our next quest, as it is going to be featuring the Baroth, and it'll be at 50% size.
You can barely see. The sun was blocking out. It's as big as a Yoshi from the Super Mario movie, the 90s one.
Okay, how's this going to work? Because with how short it is, makes it so 90% of my attacks end up hitting its head and therefore deflecting, because it is the hardest part. Stop it. Grow up. Again, as per usual, I caught it due to recklessness. Now, most of his attacks are quite simple and easy to dodge, but there is one attack that I would be a little more careful, and it is called the wiggle the mud off me attack. Because when it does that, mud comes out, and if you get hit by it, you'll get all muddy and you'll have to get out of it. Why? Because you cannot attack and you can't heal while you're in the mud. Or you could just use a cleanser, which I never use. So in order to get out of it, you'll have to wiggle your stick until it comes off. Wait. Ah, Jesus, no, not that way. Anyways, speaking of that move, that is the move that actually caught me. And after spending 40 minutes with no healing, no sharpening tools and such, I finally, and I mean finally, beat the monster. And after returning from the mission, we then got ourselves ready for the next hunt, and it is featuring none other than the Royal Ludroth, and is going to be at 300% size. Well, 300 can't be that bad, right? I mean, oh my god, what is that? Like, this isn't even funny because I couldn't even tell what it's about to do next with how big it is, and dodging its moves is almost impossible unless you're diving, but if you're diving so much, you won't even have enough time to do damage, so I got my ass handed to me. Now, it does have some moves that can be annoying, like the one where he'd run and spit water projectiles, and one that has it whip its tail. However, for me, I found the roly-poly attack to be one of the more annoying moves. That's because I tend to attack from the side, especially with the switch axe, and that move is basically the bane of it. And after running out of healing items and absolutely getting demolished, I closed the game. Then came back the next day, and I spent that day farming for new gear, as it is apparent that I'm missing damage and also taking too much of it. So I murdered entire bloodlines of Kurupekos and finally got myself a hammer and armor set, as well as for my cats as well. So will this all suffice? Yes, with much less time too. What about our next hunt? Surely it won't be as bad. Oh, come on, man. And it is going to be against the snow bunny, Lagombi. Now, this monster is usually not annoying to deal with, as it does move similarly to an Arzuros, while having its own moves as well, like one where it slides forward, throw ice balls, and even Tokyo drifting. It even got bugged to the point where it kept sliding back and forth. However, with how large this monster is, makes it so when it slides forward, it goes way too far for me to catch up, which is why it took me 15 minutes to finally beat it. We then roll to see what we'll fight next, and it is a good old Rathian, and she will be at 50% size. Now at first, I didn't think it would be that bad, but when I fought this thing, it basically was about the same size as a large raptor, and getting pinned by it just made it look too damn funny. However, with how much I've fought Rathians over the years, I was able to beat this monster in 10 minutes. This next one though was kind of disappointing because we rolled 100% on our next hunt, which is the Nibble Snarf. So this monster, in my opinion, is way better than Cephadrome. And no fade, I don't want to hear it. It can do sand breath attacks, it can blow sand out of its body in addition to biting your face off, and it even carded me. I then went back to fight it, and oh look, chat did the range damage and killed the monster. Wow, good job chat, wow. You're very useful. I'm so proud of you. Goddamn useless piece of shit. We then rolled 50% on our next hunt, and this time we're fighting another large raptor. Like, are we cursed to fight large raptors at smaller sizes? Like, what the heck? Now, this monster isn't really that much different to the previous raptors we fought, and the only difference is that it's blue, dabba-dee-dabba-da, and it does sleep property attacks. However, with how it's basically just another raptor, it was dead in 5 minutes. Okay, what are we rolling for? 400%. I hope it's a raptor or something that's similar in oh no. You couldn't even see the monster properly. Okay, so if you watched the previous retrospectives, then you're familiar with Kazoo, right? The winged, electric, vibrating, sussy looking monster. Yeah, this is its relative, and it's basically a teethful fleshlight. And its mouth opens and its tail looks like its mouth. So when it walks, it pulsates, and it being at 400% size looks terrifying whenever it walks toward you. What's annoying, other than it being too damn big, is the fact that it has poison. So it can either spit poison or slam its body to the floor to spread poison. And oh, by the way, it has babies, and they cling onto you and therefore causing a bleed effect. Essentially, they're like little worm vampires. What's funny is that we had to force it to be small because with its immense size cause it to get stuck in certain areas, therefore making it not able to move to other zones. And it carded me, which is funny because right after carding, I beat it anyways. Okay, now, oh my god, no. 25% on a Volvidon? Now, this thing acts similarly to an R0's, but it does have some nasty moves which involves it farting, which causes you to get the stinky debuff, making it so you cannot use consumable items like healing, for example, and paralysis balls, which paralyzes you, which is funny, because the size of its balls are just as big despite the monster being small. Grow up. Now, I just legit felt bad fighting this monster because this is basically the definition of bullying. Like, I broke its shell in less than 5 minutes. Like, look at it trying to be intimidating, but it's this small. And even after beating it, I didn't exactly felt too good about it. And the fact that we rolled 500% is pretty much well deserved, because this will be for the flagship monster of this game, the Zinogre. Ooh, free traps? Okay, don't mind if I do. Now, this fight was rough, because with how agile it is, makes it so that it is much worse when it is this size. It even gets out of bound to do some attacks. Now, from my experience, I don't really have any difficulties fighting Zinogre. However, there are a few moves that I would definitely keep an eye on, like the one where it jumps then slams itself into the ground, as that move has definitely caught me in the past due to how much damage it does. And even some of its... oh no. Oh no. It actually got stuck in the terrain. Even changing the size didn't help it. And this has been going for a solid 2 minutes. Yes, I counted. Luckily, it jumped off the platform and now it's back to normal. As if it were in the first place. Remember that free trap I took? Yeah, I put it down and it bugged the monster. And what happened is, even though it jumped off the trap stays. So when it comes back down to the ground, it gets trapped again. So basically, this is like an infinite trapping bug that we found right here. And this has been going for a full 5 minutes. I assure you I counted. And after said 5 minutes, the trap finally disappears. And then the monster ran away. I then chased the monster, and like a good boy, the monster plays dead. And this marks the end of our cursed journey in Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. Now mechanically, this game pretty much surpasses any games prior to it, as it plays better, functions better, and just overall a better experience in general. Now there are systems that were still absent as well as they are in the previous titles, like plunging attacks. Like really, why didn't the games have plunging attacks until Monster Hunter 4? Because almost every action RPG at the time had it, and the fact that the book of combos taking inventory slots still doesn't make any sense. Like, how do you keep forgetting how to make potions efficiently every time you want to make them? Is it due to getting knocked in the head so much by the monsters? Like, I know there would be people that would say things like, oh, you must be a tourist, or, oh, you're probably a World of Rise baby for saying that. Come on. I literally started in the PS2 days, and I even have videos of me playing the older titles. Alright, Brian? Yeah, Brian, I'm talking about you. Why don't you go watch those videos and become a member on Patreon? Try and become a full-time creator here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then don't forget to like and subscribe for more. And big thanks to my supporters on Twitch and Patreon, as they help keep the content going. And if you want to be a part of it, Brian, yeah, then you can do it for as little as $1 a month. Links to Twitch, Patreon, Twitter, and more in the description below. Last but not least, hope you have a wonderful day and happy hunting.